Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. In the last episode, we explored the Circle Tower, spoke with First Enchanter Irving, and met the Grey Warden Duncan. And when we left off, looked like Jowan had something to say. So let's talk to him.
I'm glad I caught up to you. Are you done talking with Irving?
I think I am, for now.
I need to talk to you. Do you remember what we discussed this morning?
Why are you whispering? It looks very suspicious.
Shh! I just want to make sure we're not overheard. We should go somewhere else. I don't feel safe talking here.
You're starting to worry me, Jowan.
I've been troubled. I'll explain. Come with me, please. We should be safe here.
You realize there's a priest standing right here.
Not a priest. I am merely an initiate.
Wait, I've seen you before.
I often attend to my duties in this chapel. Perhaps that is why I seem familiar.
A few months ago I told you that I met a girl. This is Lily.
An initiate? That's forbidden.
So you can see why we wish to keep it a secret.
Lily's been given to the Chantry. She's not allowed to have relations with men. If anyone finds out, we'll both be in trouble.
You should rethink this relationship.
I won't give Lily up for anything.
So, what is this all about?
Remember I said that I didn't think they wanted to give me my harrowing? I know why. They're going to make me tranquil. They'll take everything that I am from me. My dreams, hopes, fears, my love for Lily. All gone.
Sounds terrible.
They'll extinguish my humanity. I'll just be a husk, breathing and existing but not truly living.
How did you find out about this?
I saw the document on Gregor's table. It authorized the right on Jowan, and Irving had signed it.
Why would they do this to you?
There's a rumor about me. People think I'm a blood mage. They think that making me a circle mage will endanger everyone.
And are they right about that?
Of course not. But it's not safe here for me anymore. I need to escape. I need to destroy my phylactery. Without it, they can't track me down. We need your help. Lily and I can't do this on our own.
Give us your word that you will help, and we will tell you what we intend.
I need to think this over.
I suppose that's fair. But please, give us your answers soon. Time is running out.
The Tranquil. Although apprentices do not know the nature of the harrowing, all of them understand its consequences. They either pass and become full mages, or they are never seen again. Those who fear to undertake this rite of passage, or those who are deemed too weak or unstable, are given the rite of tranquility instead. The actual procedure, like the harrowing, is a secret, but the results are just as well known. The rite severs connection to the Fade. The Tranquil, therefore, do not dream. This removes the greatest danger that threatens a weak or unprepared mage, the potential to attract demons across the veil. But this is the least of tranquility's effects, for the absence of dreams brings with it the end of all magical ability as well as all emotion. The tranquil, ironically, resemble sleepwalkers, never entirely awake nor asleep. They are still part of our circle, however, and some might say they are the most critical part. They have incredible powers of concentration, for it is simply impossible to distract a tranquil mage, and this makes them capable of becoming craftsmen of such skill that they rival even the adeptness of the dwarves. The Formari, the branch of the circle devoted to item enchantment, is made up exclusively of tranquil, and is the source of all the wealth that sustains our towers. From On Tranquility and the Role of the Fade in Human Society by First Enchanter Josephus. I better talk to Irving about this.
I trust you saw Duncan back to his quarters?
Of course, First Enchanter.
I'm glad you met him. He's a most honorable man.
I need to talk to you about something.
Certainly. What is on your mind?
Jowan says that he's going to be made tranquil.
And how does he know this? I suppose the young initiate he dallies about with revealed it to him. You think I didn't know? I did not become First Enchanter by keeping my eyes and ears shut.
Why are you doing this to Jowan?
Gregor says he has proof and eyewitness testimony that Jowan has been practicing blood magic. I cannot say more. Were it left to me, things might be different. But the Chantry, I'm sorry, child. This rite of tranquility will happen.
And you must know that Jowan plans to escape the circle.
Oh, interesting. What more do you know?
I only know he plans to destroy his phylactery.
And I suppose his lady friend is involved. Yes, she must be helping him. She would know more about the repository than he would. Do you know anything else?
No, I came directly to you.
I suspected Lily would tell him of the impending rite if she found out. But I never expected they would have the gall to break into the repository.
What will you do with Jowan?
Reporting him to Gregor and the Templars will accomplish nothing beyond what's already planned. If the Circle must punish one of its own, I will see the Chantry done the same courtesy. Lily will not walk free while my apprentice suffers.
Lily is just trying to save the man she loves.
She is also breaking every vow she ever took.
Will you report Lily's betrayal to Gregor?
If we mention her involvement, the Chantry will say that she was framed. No, she must be caught in the act.
But didn't you say the Chantry protects us?
If you want to survive, you must learn the rules and realize that sometimes sacrifices are necessary. Jowan will become tranquil, but Lily must also face the consequences of her actions. How did you learn of their plan? Do they trust you?
Jowan told me of their intentions, but I don't know the plan.
Then do this. Learn the plan and offer to help carry out their scheme. With solid proof of their crime, we can act.
I'm not comfortable deceiving them.
You felt comfortable enough to bring this to me. Do not shy from your duty now.
Alright, I will do as you ask.
Go. Convince them you will risk all for their cause. I will be outside the repository with a contingent of Templars. Let them see the mischief into which their initiate led our student. Perform well, and your dedication will be rewarded.
Well, alright.
Are you going to help us?
Circumstances are different now. I'm ready to help.
Thank you. We will never forget this.
So, what do you intend to do?
I can get us into the repository, but there is a problem. There are 2 locks on the phylactery chamber door. The first enchanter and knight commander each hold 1 key. But it is just a door. There is power enough in this place to destroy all of Ferelden. What's a door to mages?
It can't be that easy.
What if it is? We have to try. I once saw a rod of fire melt through a lock. You could get one from the stockroom, but Jowan doesn't release such things to apprentices.
Well, I will go to the stockroom and retrieve this rod.
We should stay here. 1 mage at the stockroom will attract less attention than a mage and apprentice and an initiate.
Good idea.
Good luck. Our prayers go with you.
Welcome to the Circle stockroom of magical items. My name is Jowan. How may I assist you?
I need a rod of fire.
Rods of fire serve many purposes. Why do you wish to acquire this particular item?
I need the rod for my research into burning things. Yeah, that's it.
Here is the form, Request for Rod of Fire. Have it signed and dated by a senior enchanter. I will release a rod to you once I have the signed form.
Why can't you give it to me now?
It is procedure. I need a senior mage's authorization to release an item. Thank you.
Okay. Can't just give it to me. Hey, you're a senior enchanter.
Yes?
Who are you?
Senior Enchanter Leora, in charge of the Circle's laboratory. Is there something you want?
What's that door over there? The big
That
one.
leads to the Circle's cavern storerooms. There are caves running through the rock that the Circle is built upon.
But of course you know this.
Yes, of course. Can I look inside the cavern?
No, I can't let anyone in there just now.
Why not?
There are just things in there that I would prefer to keep safe.
Keep safe? Aren't the Circle's stores meant to be used?
Yes, but I am in the midst of stock taking, checking inventory, and I can't let anyone in there in case they mess things up. Yes.
How long is that supposed to take then?
Quite a while. Don't wait up.
So, why are you out here and not in there?
Because I am taking a break. I hate the musty smell of caves, and Look, I'll tell you the truth. Just keep it to yourself. There is an infestation of spiders in the caves. I don't know how they got in there, but it's probably my fault. I was promoted to senior enchanter less than a fortnight ago, and I don't want anyone to find out. They'll think I'm incompetent.
Well, if you sign this form, I'll deal with the spiders.
You need a rod of fire. Interesting. Well, your proposal sounds fair. Clear out the storerooms and I will sign your form.
Alright, I'll do it.
Wonderful. Here's the key. Oh, and be careful in there. I'd really like to keep the damage done to the Circle's property to a minimum.
Giant spiders. How fun. Yoo-hoo! Spider, spider, spiders! Come out! We're waiting! Yoo-hoo! Holy crap! Giant spiders. Yeesh. Giant spider. Giant spiders tend to appear in old ruins and other places where the veil has become thin because of magical disturbances or a great number of deaths. In such places, spirits and demons pass into the world of the living and attempt to take control over living things, spiders among them. Not all scholars accept this explanation for the presence of these beasts, however. Some claim that the thinning veil allows magic to leak from the Fade, tainting such creatures as these spiders to transform into larger and more potent creatures than they ever would become naturally. While such spiders are known to possess powerful poisons and the ability to fling their webs at opponents in combat, studies of them have been few and the full range of their abilities are unknown. Winter Bloodbath, Phage Striders, and Blank Vellum. Fine treated lambskin, suitable for exacting illustration and script. Oh, so fitting. This doesn't mean I'm a blood mage, though. I'm not a blood mage. Don't believe Andor's lies.
These creatures are like
Spiders certainly like their lyrium potions. Okay, that looks like that's all of them.
You're back! Are the spiders gone?
I've dealt with your infestation.
Oh, wonderful. You're a lifesaver. Now, where was that form you wanted me to sign?
Here it is.
Right. There you go. How's that?
Excellent. Thank you.
It was a pleasure. You'll go far in the circle, I bet.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Jowan. How may I assist you?
Here's the signed form.
Everything looks to
Give
be
me
in
my
order.
rod.
Here is the rod you requested.
Rod.
I hate waiting. It makes me nervous.
I have the rod right here.
That was quick.
To the repository, then. Freedom awaits. entry calls this entrance the Victim's Door. It is built of 277 planks, one for each original Templar. It is a reminder of all the dangers those cursed with magic pose.
But how do we get past it?
The doors can be opened only by a Templar and a Mage entering together. The chanter provides the password which primes the ward, and the Mage touches it with mana to release it.
Well, since you have the password, can't Jowan help you enter?
The ward only responds to the touch of one who's been through the harrowing.
So what must I do?
First the password. Sword of the Maker, Tears of the Fade.
I heard something.
The password only primes the door. Now it must feel the touch of mana. Any spell will do, but hurry.
Do you have the rod with you? Mount the locks off.
What's the matter? Why isn't it working?
I don't know.
Lily, something's not right. I can't cast spells here. Nothing works.
These wards carved into the stone. This must be the Templars' work. They negate any magic cast within this area. I should have guessed. Why would Gregor and Irving use simple keys for such a door? Because magical keys don't work. How do you keep mages away from something? Make their powers completely worthless.
Of course.
That's it then. We're
Otherwise
finished.
it'd be
We
too
can't
easy.
get in.
That door there, where does it lead?
I don't know. Do you think it's another way in?
That door probably leads to another part of the repository. What are the chances of there being another entrance?
Well, it's worth a try.
We can't get into the chamber the way we planned, but we're not about to give up. We can see where this door leads, but I don't think it'll be easy. It looks locked for one.
Well, the rod will work on those locks, shouldn't it?
Yes, let's hope they haven't warded that door as well.
Let's hurry, we've wasted enough time. I'm not giving up, we've come too far. Oh, that's it. Not
Why can't this be over? This is the way it has to be!
Yeesh.
Let's go. As you wish. Right. Right away. Now go. Fear is your weakness.
Deep Stalker. A fool trusts his eyes, a wise man fears every rock, is a Deep Stalker, dwarven saying. Possibly the strangest of all the creatures found in the deep roads is the Deep Stalker. Tez Padam, as the dwarves call them, hunt in packs, generally by burrowing underground and then striking when their prey is in their midst. Stalkers come in several types. Spitters have venom glands and can spit secretions that slow or injure their prey. Jumpers hurl themselves at their targets, knocking them down and making the kill easier. The most common variety scares its prey, leaving the unfortunate victim helpless against the rest of the pack.
Right. Let's get started. On. Look at this, bitch! Let's get started. Let's get started. As you wish. Move it! Strike and kill! Let's do this quickly! As you wish.
We'll need another way into the phylactery chamber. Let's explore the repository.
On. There's something odd about that statue.
I wonder who this statue is.
Greetings.
Maker's breath! Did he just say something?
I am the essence and spirit of Eleni Zenovia, once consort and advisor to Archon Valerius. Prophecy, my crime, cursed to stone for foretelling the fall of my lord's house.
Archon Valerius?
I'm not sure. The Archons were the lords of the Imperium.
Forever shall you stand on the threshold of my proud fortress, he said, and tell your lies to all who pass. But my lord found death at the hands of his enemies, and his once proud fortress crumbled to dust, as I foretold.
A Deventa statue! Don't listen to it. The Deventa lords dabbled in many forbidden arts. This is a wicked thing.
How did a Tevinter statue get here?
It must have been here for years. Look at the dust. I feel a little sorry for it.
Weep not for me, child. Stone they made me, and stone I am, eternal and unfeeling. And I shall endure till the Maker returns to light their fires again.
What does that mean?
Ambiguous rubbish. It could mean anything. I can do it too. The sun grows dark, but lo, here comes the dawn.
Stop talking to it. Please, both of you.
Can't do much with it anyways.
Come on, Jowan. Let's go.
The Tevinter Imperium. The Imperium is little more than a dilapidated old slattern, crouching in the far north of Thedas, drunkenly cursing at passers-by to recall her faded beauty. One can see that Menrathis was once the center of the world. The vestiges of her power and artistry yet stand, but they are buried in the layers of filth that the Imperium's decadence has accumulated over the ages. The Mageocracy live in elegant stone towers, literally elevated above the stench of the slaves and peasants below. The outskirts of Minrathous are awash in a sea of refugees, turned destitute by the never-ending war between the Imperium and the Canari. And yet the Imperium survives. Whether with sword or magic, Tevinter remains a force to be reckoned with. Minrathous has been besieged by men, by Canari, by Andraste herself, and never fallen.
Wow, that old wall's about to come down any moment. I think the phylactery chamber is on the other side of the wall behind this bookcase.
The wall looks weak in spots. Here.
We should be able to find something that can knock some of the bricks loose.
Well, you'll have to help me then.
If we work together, we can shift it. Come on. Now we just need to find a way to get through this wall. Use this with the rod. I'm sure it'll work. Hurry, the clock's ticking. This is the phylactery chamber. It worked.
We must find Jowan's phylactery, quickly.
Let's look around then.
It shouldn't be hard to find. There aren't many phylacteries here.
Right.
That's my phylactery! You found it! I can't believe this tiny vial stands between me and freedom. So fragile. So easy just to be rid of it. To end its hold over me. And I am free.
I expected a larger room, and many more phylacteries.
Only apprentice phylacteries are stored in the Circle Tower. This tiny room could not hold the phylacteries of every mage who has passed through the tower doors.
Come on, you two, we're done here. We should leave.
Well, then let us move on.
I do not want to stay here a moment longer.
what you said was true, Irving.
I assure you, this isn't what it looks like.
An initiate conspiring with a blood mage. I'm disappointed in her. She seems shocked, but fully in control of her own mind. Not a thrall of the blood mage, then. You were right, Irving. The initiate has betrayed us. The Chantry will not let this go unpunished. And this one. Newly a mage and already flouting the rules of the Circle.
It's not his fault. This was my idea.
He is here under my orders, Gregor. I take full responsibility for his actions.
Enough! As Knight Commander of the Templars here assembled, I sentence this blood mage to death. And this initiate has scorned the Chantry and her vows. Take her to Aenar.
The Mage's prison. No. Please, no. Not there.
No! I won't let you touch her!
Oh, shit.
By the Maker. Magic. How could you? You said you never.
I dabbled. I thought it would make me a better mage.
Blood magic is evil, Jowan. It corrupts people, changes them.
I'm going to give it up. All magic. I just want to be with you, Lily. Please, come with me.
I trusted you. I was ready to sacrifice everything for you.
I don't know who you are, Blood Mage.
Stay away from me.
Are you alright? Where's Gregor?
I knew it. Blood magic. To overcome so many. I never thought him capable of such power.
I can't believe he just did that.
None of us expected this. Are you alright, Gregor?
As good as can be expected given the circumstances. If you had let me act sooner, this would not have happened. Now we have a blood mage on the loose and no way to track him down.
Yes, Jowan destroyed his factory.
Where is the girl?
I am here, sir.
You helped our blood mage. Look at all he's hurt.
Lily didn't know Jowan was a blood mage.
Save your breath. I can speak for myself. Knight Commander, I was wrong. I was accomplice to a blood mage. I will accept whatever punishment you see fit. Even Aenar.
Get her out of my sight. And you were in a repository full of magics that are locked away for a reason.
Did you take anything important from the repository?
No.
Very well. I believe you.
But your antics have made a mockery of this circle. What are we to do with you?
Nothing. I was just doing as I was told.
As I said, he was working under my orders.
And this improves the situation. The phylactery chamber is forbidden to all save you and me.
I had my reasons.
You're not all-knowing, Irving. You don't know how much influence the blood mage might have had. How are we to deal with this?
Knight Commander, if I may, I'm not only looking for mages to join the King's army, I'm also recruiting for the Grey Wardens. Irving spoke highly of this mage, and I would like him to join the Warden ranks.
What? You've promised him a new Grey Warden?
He has served the Circle well. He would make an excellent Grey Warden.
We look for dedication in our recruits. Fighting the Darkspawn requires such dedication, often at the expense of all else.
I object. You say he operated under your instructions, Irving, but I do not trust him. I must investigate this issue, and I will not release this mage to the Grey Warden.
I've always hoped to prove myself as a mage.
Rhaegar, mages are needed. This mage is needed. Worse things plague this world than blood mages. You know that. I take this young mage under my wing and bear all responsibility for his actions.
This mage does not deserve a place in the Order!
Why do we not reward service? This mage has served the Circle well. You have an opportunity few even dream of. Do not squander it.
So, I am to be a Grey Warden?
Yes. Be proud, child. You are luckier than you know.
Thank you for everything, First Enchanter.
Come. Your new life awaits.
And so, to become a Grey Warden.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Oh there, Duncan.
King Kaelin, I didn't expect
A royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Oh there, Fred. Might I know your name?
I am Sard, Your Majesty.
Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I for one am glad to help them. I understand you hail from the Circle of Mage. I trust you have some spells to help us in the coming battle.
I will do my best, of course.
Excellent. We have too few mages here. Another is always welcome. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar. The Wardens will benefit greatly with you in their ranks.
You're too kind, Your Majesty.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
Sounds like the blight is almost over.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
You don't sound very reassured.
Despite the victory so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
Why not? He seems to regard the Grey Wardens highly.
Yet not enough to wait for reinforcements from the Grey Wardens of Orlais. He believes our legend alone makes him invulnerable. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to Terran Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
What do you need me to do?
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you are ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
Okay. Archdemon. In darkness eternal they searched for those who had goaded them on, until at last they found their prize, their god, their betrayer, the sleeping dragon Dumat. Their taint twisted even the false god, and the whisperer awoke at last, in pain and horror, and led them to wreak havoc upon all the nations of the world. The first blight. Threnodies 8-7. The false dragon gods of the Tevinter Imperium lie buried deep within the earth, where they have been imprisoned since the Maker cast them down. No one knows what it is that drives the Darkspawn in their relentless search for the sleeping old gods. Perhaps it is instinct, as moths will fly into torch flames. Perhaps there is some remnant of desire for vengeance upon the ones who goaded the Magisters to assault heaven. Whatever the reason, when Darkspawn find one of these ancient dragons, it is immediately afflicted by the taint. It awakens twisted and corrupted, and leads the Darkspawn in a full-scale invasion of the land, a blight. Aenar. When the Imperium occupied the area that is present-day Ferelden, they had two sites dedicated to magical experimentation at the extreme ends of the Imperial Highway. The southern one was the fortress of Ostagar, which looked out over the Kukari wilds. The northern one was Aenar, although the exact location is now a secret known only to a handful of Templars. Whatever it was the Tevinter were trying to discover at Aenar, their work was never completed. The fortress was overrun by disciples of Andraste upon hearing the news of her death. According to legend, it was a massacre, eerily silent, for the invaders caught the mages while all but one of them were in the Fade. The site was left structurally sound, but spiritually damaged. Possibly because of this, the Chantry chose to put it to use as a prison. Accused Maleficarum and apostates are held in the confines of Aenar. Those who have a powerful connection to the Fade, and particularly to demons, will inevitably attract something across the veil, making the guilty somewhat easier to tell from the innocent. From Fires, Circles, and Templars, a history of magic in the Chantry. The Kukari Wilds. It is said that in the midst of the Black Age, when werewolves stalked the lands of Ferelden in numbers that kept every farmholder indoors and a hound on every doorstep, a powerful Arl of the Alamari peoples stood and declared that he would put an end to the threat. His Arling stood on the border of the dark forest, on the southern border of the Ferelden Valley, and he claimed that the werewolves used the forest to launch their midnight assaults on humanity. For 20 years, this Arl led an army of warriors and hounds deep into the forest. In his hunt for the werewolves, he slew not only every wolf he came upon, but also every member of the chastened wilder folk. Any one of them, he said, could harbor a demon inside, and thus be a werewolf in disguise. For 20 years, the forest rang with screams and the rivers ran red. The tales say that an old chastened woman found her sons all dead at the Arl's blades. She pulled one of those very blades from one son's heart and plunged it into her own chest, cursing the Arl's name as she did so. Where her blood touched the ground, a mist began to rise. It spread and spread until it was everywhere in the forest. The Arl's army became lost, and it is said that they died there. Others say they wander still. The ruins of this Arling stand to this day, filled with the ghosts of women waiting eternally for their husbands to return. The forest of the legend is, of course, the Kokari Wilds. There are as many legends about the great southern forest as there are shadows, or so the saying goes. The chastened wilder folks have made their home there since mankind first came to these lands, and the wildlands spread as far into the south as anyone has ventured. Beyond the mists are vast tracts of snow, white-capped mountains, and entire fields of ice. It is a land too cold for mankind to survive, yet the chastened eke out an existence even there, and they tell of horrors beyond the wilds that the lowland folks could not begin to comprehend. To most, Ferelden simply ends with the Kokari Wilds. There is nothing beyond. The wilds is a land of great trees, wet marshes, and dangerous monsters. What more need be said? From Land of the Wilders by Mother Alis, Chantry Scholar, 918 Dragon. King Kaelin Theron. I'd hoped for a war like in the tales, a king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. Son of the legendary King Merrick Theron, Kaelin was the first Ferelden king born into a land free from foreign rule in 2 generations. Since his father's death, he's held the throne alongside the Queen, Anora. Logain MacTyr. It takes more than legends to win a battle. Logain was born a farmer during a time when his country was under foreign occupation. When he was still a boy, he joined the resistance, where his considerable tactical genius quickly became apparent. He became close friends with Prince Merrick, the last true heir to the Ferelden throne, and together they led the rebels to drive out the forces of the Orlesian Empire. Merrick raised his friend to the nobility, and Logain is now more of a symbol than a man. He represents the Ferelden ideals of hard work and independence. Interesting. Well, looks like a good place to start. And next time we'll explore Ostagar. So, have a good day, everyone.